Good morning, PawPrints. Good morning and happy Palm Sunday. This is the Sunday before Easter. And if you remember our story, we started on Wednesday. We started with opening that first egg, and this was inside, remember, the donkey. And so today on Palm Sunday, we remember when Jesus rode into Jerusalem on that donkey, and the boys and girls were putting the palm branches out on the ground for the donkey to walk on, and people were laying down their cloaks so that donkey's little feet wouldn't get dusty along that Jerusalem road. But as we've learned this week by opening up each of our Easter eggs, things are changing, aren't they? One of Jesus's disciples has been paid money to betray him, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today. And yesterday we talked about how Jesus spent time in the garden praying and how sad he was because he knew what was going to happen. And so that brings us to today, day number 5. So let me just read our Bible verse. We're in the book of John, and it's a very short verse. It says, "Then Pilate took Jesus and whipped him." So let's open up our green Easter egg. This is day number 5, and inside I find, well, it's not very big, but it's a certain kind of material. It's leather. It's leather. And the reason that is in here is because when Jesus was taken to Pilate, Pilate was the ruler back then. And remember Judas, how he got paid money. Judas took those people that hated Jesus to the garden because Judas knew where Jesus was going to be. And they took Jesus, arrested him, and then took him to Pilate, the ruler. And so what Pilate did was he had one of his soldiers get a whip made out of leather, and they whipped Jesus on his back, and it hurt, and it was very, very painful for Jesus. Now remember, Jesus, he hadn't done anything wrong. Jesus is the only person that's ever lived a perfect life. But the men who didn't like Jesus, they were afraid that they were going to lose all of their power. They liked having that power. And so they were afraid that people were going to begin following Jesus and not listening to what they had to say. And so they wanted to get rid of Jesus. They were always trying to find a way to make him make a mistake. They would ask him trick questions, trying to get Jesus to make a mistake so that they could point their finger at him and say, "See, Jesus is a troublemaker," or "He's not telling the truth and he's a liar," or something like that, so that they could get rid of Jesus. And so Jesus was arrested and taken before Pilate, and then, like I said, he used a whip made out of leather and whipped Jesus on the back with that. And so Jesus didn't say anything. He knew that this was part of God's plan, that he would pay the price for all of the things that you and I have done and said and thought, all those things that were wrong. Jesus paid the price for us. So it's gonna get bad before it gets better, before next Sunday, which is Easter. There's more to the Easter story, more about Jesus and how he was treated and what happened to him, and it wasn't very nice. But he did it because he loves us, because he loves you, and because he loves me. He paid the price for our sin. So we're going to keep opening up Easter eggs from now until next Sunday, Easter Sunday. And tomorrow our color it's yellow. a light pale yellow. So when we open that up, we'll find out what's inside. I hope you have a wonderful Palm Sunday. It's supposed to be nice and beautiful today, 80 degrees. Wow, you can be outside. So I look forward to having our time again tomorrow as we learn more about the Easter story just by opening up an egg. And you never know what's going to be inside. Have a great day. Jesus loves you, and so do I. And I will see you tomorrow for our Easter egg devotions.